Charcuterie board, from preservation to presentation. The history of the charcuterie board is deeply rooted in the ancient art of preserving meat, a practice that dates back thousands of years. Before the advent of refrigeration, societies around the world developed techniques to extend the shelf life of perishable foods, particularly meats. This led to the creation of cured, smoked, and fermented meats, which could last for months, if not years, without spoiling. In France, this practice became known as charcuterie, a word derived from chair, meaning flesh, and cuit, meaning cooked. The term originally referred to the trade of preparing and selling pork products, particularly sausages, pâtés, and other cured meats. The concept of preserving meat goes back to the early days of civilization. Ancient peoples, from the Egyptians to the Romans, used salt, smoke, and air-drying methods to cure meats. In France, the birthplace of the charcuterie tradition, these preservation techniques were perfected over centuries. By the time of the Middle Ages, France had become known for its expertise in producing high-quality preserved meats, especially in regions such as Alsace, Burgundy, and Normandy. It was in these areas that charcutiers, or pork butchers, honed their craft, creating an array of flavorful and long-lasting products, from dry-cured ham to pâté de campagne. During the Middle Ages, the trade of charcuterie became highly regulated, with guilds forming to oversee the production and sale of cured meats. In 15th century France, charcutiers were granted official status as a separate profession from regular butchers. The charcutiers had their own set of strict rules and standards to ensure the quality and safety of their products. These regulations also helped to preserve the reputation of charcuterie as a prestigious culinary craft. Membership in these guilds required mastery of complex techniques such as curing, smoking, and fermenting, which were passed down through generations. The guilds protected the interests of charcutiers, ensuring that only those with the proper training and expertise could produce and sell charcuterie. This led to a proliferation of specialized shops throughout French towns and cities, where customers could purchase an array of cured meats, sausages, and pâtés. The practice of displaying these items in an appealing manner was born from the charcutier's desire to showcase the variety and quality of their products. Over time, this display technique evolved into the visually appealing charcuterie boards that are popular today. In France, charcuterie became much more than just a way to preserve meat, it became an integral part of the country's culinary identity. By the 17th and 18th centuries, charcuterie was firmly established as a delicacy, often enjoyed at grand banquets and lavish meals. The appeal of cured meats, particularly when paired with wine, bread, and cheese, resonated with people across all social classes. This marked the beginning of the modern charcuterie board, which blends savory cured meats with other complementary elements to create a diverse and balanced culinary experience. Charcuterie also played an essential role in France's gastronomic traditions, such as apéro, the ritual of enjoying drinks and snacks before a meal. Charcuterie boards became a centerpiece of this pre-dinner tradition, combining meats, cheeses, fruits, and bread into a communal and social activity. Over the centuries, charcuterie evolved into a culinary art form that celebrated local ingredients and regional specialties. Each area of France developed its own signature cured meats and pâtés, with unique flavors and preparation methods that reflected the region's terroir and culture. While charcuterie remained a distinctly French tradition for centuries, it eventually spread to other parts of Europe and beyond. In Italy, for example, the practice of curing meats is equally revered, with products like prosciutto, salami, and pancetta playing prominent roles in Italian cuisine. Similarly, Spain developed its own charcuterie traditions, with jamón ibérico and chorizo becoming iconic symbols of Spanish culinary heritage. In each country, the practice of curing meats evolved to suit local tastes and ingredients, but the principles of preservation remained the same. During the 19th and 20th centuries, as international travel and trade increased, charcuterie began to spread to North America. French immigrants brought their culinary traditions with them, establishing charcuterie shops in cities such as New Orleans and Montreal. As a result, North Americans were introduced to the pleasures of charcuterie, which quickly gained popularity in both gourmet and casual dining circles. In recent decades, charcuterie has experienced a renaissance, with artisanal producers and chefs around the world embracing the tradition and creating their own interpretations of charcuterie boards. Today, the charcuterie board has transcended its humble origins as a means of preservation and has become a popular trend in the global culinary scene. No longer limited to cured meats, the modern charcuterie board is a versatile and creative platform for presenting an array of flavors and textures. Artisanal cheeses, pickles, fruits, nuts, and breads are often paired with cured meats to create a well-balanced and visually stunning board. The resurgence of interest in traditional food preparation methods, including curing and fermenting, has played a significant role in the revival of charcuterie. Artisanal producers have embraced time-honored techniques, using high-quality, locally sourced ingredients to create unique and flavorful cured meats. Meanwhile, chefs and home cooks alike have adopted the charcuterie board as a culinary canvas, experimenting with new combinations of flavors, textures, and presentation styles. As a result, charcuterie boards have become a staple of modern entertaining, appealing to food lovers for their aesthetic appeal and the variety of tastes they offer. In the age of social media, charcuterie boards have taken on a new life. Platforms like Instagram and Pinterest have popularized the grazing board trend, with home cooks and professional chefs alike sharing images of elaborate charcuterie spreads. These visually striking boards often feature not only cured meats and cheeses, but also a wide array of accompaniments, such as artisanal crackers, fresh fruit, olives, and honey. The accessibility of charcuterie also contributes to its modern popularity. With an emphasis on variety and customization, charcuterie boards can cater to different tastes, dietary preferences, and occasions. Vegetarians, for example, can create cheese boards that focus on plant-based ingredients, while those with gluten sensitivities can swap out traditional bread for gluten-free alternatives. The rise of charcuterie has also coincided with the growing interest in food artistry, where the presentation of food is as important as its taste. As the culinary world continues to evolve, so too will the charcuterie board. Sustainability is becoming an increasingly important factor in food production, and this trend is likely to influence the future of charcuterie. Artisanal producers are focusing on ethical sourcing, organic ingredients, and sustainable farming practices to meet the growing demand for high-quality cured meats. Looking forward, charcuterie will likely remain a beloved tradition, appreciated for its versatility, artistry, and rich history.